Now, let us come to the values which you add to your business. There are three areas wherein an entrepreneur adds value to his or her business. What are those areas? And I'm again telling you, the moment you understand this, you will not be the person what you were till now. You will be a different person. I'm telling you. You will transform yourself. Okay, tell me one thing. You in your business have many key people working for you. And what is the value you add which is different from what they are doing? If you are not adding the value which is specific to you, specific to your strength, that means your people can be entrepreneur tomorrow. If they have the things which are equivalent to what you are having to run the business, they are going to open their own business. I have seen many businessmen coming to me that they have problem, whatever resource they get in the business, they start their own startup and they become their competitor later on. So I only tell them, what value you add to your business, which is specific to you, specific to your strength. There are three areas where entrepreneur add value to their business. Try to understand this. Try to understand three areas which adds value in the business, and entrepreneur in the relevant proportion depending upon their competency, they add value to that area. But these three areas, they need to have some sort of proportionate values delivered by them. And this area first is financial management expertise. You may be adding value by the way of financing your business, right? You may be adding your value by understanding the cash flow requirement of your business, right? You do the fund management. You understand from where money will be coming, what sort of average collection is happening, and what is the cash flow ratio of their business. Managing the fund. People show the expertise in that. They understand about finance. They give the value through their financial expertise in their business. Right? This is the one area. Another area is of man management. The integration between the different departments, doing it very well, expert in understanding the psychology of the people, also expert in understanding what all departments they need in their business and implementing it successfully in their business, managing people, understanding the psychology of people. And they understand what is the role, what is the responsibility, right? They develop the system, they develop the processes. They have the understanding about how things are moving, how things work, how to manage people, what all tools you need to have to run the business. Right? They are the real motivator. They train the people. They're understanding the meaning of training. What is the importance of knowledge sharing? They understand that. They drive their people in the business. They do brainstorming sessions with their team. Why things are not moving in the right direction? What are the issues? How to overcome those issues? They have those understanding. Those skills are very much crucial for your business. Those competencies are very much crucial for your business, for a business success, right? And because you have those expertise, those competencies, you are able to handle the business, manpower, resources, tools, trainings. You are able to handle them successfully and delivering that value to your organization, right? So in the proportionate way, you are adding that value to your business. And third area is of innovation. What knowledge you have about technology, about your product, you understand your product very well. You bring innovation in your product. You understand what is customer demand. Accordingly, you develop the product. You have ideas, you implement those ideas, you know how to build on that idea, and you develop a great business by that way. So you add value by the way of innovation, and the right example is Mr. Steve Jobs. His main proportion of value which he gave in his business was through innovation. More than 50% of his weightage was towards innovation. His contribution was always towards innovation, to building the ideas, to developing the ideas, to implementing the ideas in the business and making it successful. That was his strength. And that strength he built, he delivered by the way of value to his company. And today, Apple, you know at what level it is. So it is because of innovation. So in the areas of your expertise, you tend to add value to your organization, and there can be proportionate. For Steve Jobs, maybe more than 50%. 50% was towards innovation. His more contribution, his more value addition was towards innovation, and around 30% was towards management. He was only involved for around 20% for financial management. Right? But these are the three broad areas which a businessman should add value in his business. There can be proportionate depending upon what type of business you are into, right? If you are into technology business, then definitely innovation plays a bigger role. If you are in a trading business, you may be towards financial management expertise. You need to have a greater weightage and managing the show, right? Innovation may not matter you much. Hardly 10% of innovation if you show by the way of what sort of concepts you need to add in your business, or what sort of products you need to add in your basket. All those things moves towards innovation. But yes, his major focus, major value addition in his business may be towards financial management. If you are into production, into manufacturing, yes, innovation plays an important role. And then, you know, financial management and man management also adds value to that. But then in proportionate, if that is less, it's okay. It's okay. But then again, there is an area wherein you have some higher weightage, which none of your employee can be able to overcome. It will not be the work of your one employee starting his own enterprise, being your competition. It will not happen. If you are not adding your value in your business, in the areas, if you are only understanding that, okay, I have invested some money and, you know, my business will run, it will not happen that way. You need to have your proportionate values in the three areas. There can be, in some area, you are having a higher proportion value. In some another area, there will be lower proportionate values. But yes, you need to have value addition in these three areas. So with this, I give you an assignment here. I can see you are learning a lot. I can see people are noting it down. I'm sure you must be noting it. I will be giving you assignments which you need to prepare. You can share those assignments with me, and then, you know, we can also discuss on that. You can take my inputs on that also. But yes, this will make you more aware of your present things, and there will be gaps which you need to identify, and then you know how to overcome those gaps can be the part which you need to implement, and then again you take your business to next level. Right? So the assignment for you, come on, yes, write about your proportionate value you add to your business in these three areas. What is the proportionate values you add to your business right now, and what gap you see wherein you need to add the value in your business in these three areas? Please, please. I would like to have each and everyone completing the assignment. This will help you. This will help you and also help me to help you. I will be more than happy. Right? So again, these three areas: financial management, man management, and innovation. These are the three areas wherein businessman, entrepreneur adds value to his business. And there are different proportions depending upon the business which you are into. But then these are the three areas wherein entrepreneurs add value to their business. And because of that, nobody else can overcome or overtake your position in your market.